The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
What's up, Raider Nation? Coming back at you again with another video. And today we're going to be discussing, do the Raiders need to add a veteran corner like Stephon Gilmore to bolster their secondary and ensure that the cornerback room has some veteran experience in there? So if you look at the Raiders cornerback room right now, it's pretty solid that Nate Hobbs is in the slot. You got Jack Jones solid as one outside corner, which was one of the best pickups of last season. But if you look at the other side, there's not much, depth over there. You think maybe you can run with Jacorian Bennett on that side. You drafted MJ Devonshire as well as DeCamerion Richardson, as well as another guy who is, in the room and has been there for the last few seasons, is Sam Webb, who potentially could give you that outside spot. But another, second-time Raider is Brandon Faison, who missed almost every single game last season. So if you look at the Raiders' current roster on that side of the ball, you got a pretty solid defense being built, and Patrick Graham is going to have a lot of tools to work with. Of course, the Christian Wilkins signing was huge, to bolster the front line. But if you look at the cornerback position, there's not really, that veteran leader in the room. And adding a guy like Stephon Gilmore would not only give the veteran leader, the presence in the locker room, but would also make a guy who makes some big time plays. I think over the last several years of his career, Stephon Gilmore has made, some ridiculous plays. Obviously, he's a Super Bowl champ with the New England Patriots. He started over in Buffalo, traded then to the Patriots, then had short stints in Carolina, Indianapolis, and Dallas. But, former Defensive Player of the Year, former Super Bowl champion, NFL interceptions leader, 5-time Pro Bowler, and this is a guy who really just brings, everything into the locker room. And this past season, he went for just 2 interceptions. But I think this is a guy, if we look at our corner room right now, it's clear to see at the top of the list, you got Cornell Armstrong, a guy probably no one's ever heard of from Southern Mississippi. Then you got Jack Bennett, which is a guy I just mentioned, who, could possibly start on the outside. Faison, another guy I mentioned, who has a potential to start on the outside, back in 2021, played extremely well for us. I don't even know who Wu Governor is. Another rookie, an undrafted free agent rookie, who's probably going to be another camp body. And then you got our 2 starters right now, Nate Hobbs and Jack Jones. But as you see in the corner room, who is going to be that other guy? So I think unless Jack Bennett has a breakthrough season, which last year when he was put into the fire right away at the beginning of the season, and he struggled against Buffalo and against Pittsburgh. He had some, blown covers and just did not play that well. So adding a guy for a minimum, a vet minimum, like, Stephon Gilmore, even giving him like a 2-year deal would really bolster this secondary on the other side of Jack Jones to really, make some plays and go get some interceptions. So Raider Nation, drop it in the comments if you think the Raiders should go ahead and sign Stephon Gilmore. I think this would be a really, as I've said, this would be a really big move for the Raiders, and I think it would help their defense out a lot. But if you disagree with me, then that's fair. Agree to disagree, and drop it in the comments. We want to hear. Please hit that like, subscribe button. The subscriptions mean a lot to us. We've grown, and our first video back last week performed really well. So we, keep it up, guys. And this is an important topic for Raider Nation. So go ahead and let us know.